Chinatown vibrancy back on the agenda at Edmonton City Hall Wednesday. Councillors hearing while public perception of the area is slowly improving. Business leaders say there's still more work to be done.
Cleanliness and sense of safety is obviously still an issue, and having that being addressed in somewhat shape or form can only be positive.
Council voting for more street cleaning and more housing in Chinatown Wednesday. Jackson Ho with the Chinatown Business Improvement Association says while he's pleased to see movement in Chinatown improvement through taxpayer funds for festivals, he wants to see work with the city and the province to tackle social disorder in the area, and says public perception has still been slow to catch up.
It's an ongoing challenge that we as a Chinatown community is investing our time and effort and making sure that we're changing the narrative.
But there is frustration from those who manage properties along 101st Street in Edmonton's Chinatown, saying a new dedicated transit lane is taking parking and is hurting local businesses.
They forced in a bus lane in front of two very busy restaurants that no longer have any parking. And now the seniors can't access the restaurants anymore, and their businesses are suffering because nobody can access the businesses anymore.
The issues in Chinatown brought to a focus in the wake of the killing of two men in 2022, the accused now before the courts. Edmonton's mayor says while things have improved, he's putting pressure on Ottawa to play their part in maintaining order in the city.
You know, folks that are released from the federal institutions, because we have a higher concentration than any other major city, aren't just being dropped off in our downtown and often right around the shelters that can exist in Chinatown.
Council also hearing that construction on the new Harbin Gate is slated to begin soon. The Friendship Gate has been sitting in storage since it was torn down for LRT construction. The new gate will be near Canada Place on 97th Street. Despite some pushback, the city will use non-traditional building materials to build it.
They're definitely very important for the community engagement, to actually have people that really understand the culture and that aspect of it. And of course, this gate is supposed to be lasting 75 to 100 years, right? And we don't want continuous spend on these sort of things. We want it to be done efficiently, effectively.
Something council says they are willing to look at, but note the new materials are more cost effective.
We'll always explore what is possible within the constraints of, budget, within the project.
Council will review Chinatown improvements later in the year. Darcy Ropchan, City News, Edmonton.